Hello, good people. Welcome back. It has been a very long time since we have had a guest on the channel to talk about a sweet deck that has topped a tournament. And here we are with Estevez, who topped GGP Bogota in Colombia with zombies. And this is a really sweet zombie deck. This is really awesome. Super excited to see zombies getting some love in the meta right now and topping some tournaments, taking over War League a little bit. We've got a 50% win rate. But yeah, this is the deck that Estevez played to a top 8 in GGP Bogota, and I'm going to go ahead and let him get into it.
Right. Hello, good people. I'm very happy to be here in the channel. I'm a huge fan of the channel. And yeah, I call this deck the Warrior Solution while not losing to Chaos Turbo. And basically, I decided to take this list to Bogota because while there were limited resources about their local meta, the few that were available, they did indicate that they had a very aggressive meta with a bunch of warrior, some parry mixes. I believe they don't even main duo in some lists. So it was a crazy meta. So I decided to test my original list, which was a Stein warrior list with some warriors, Stein and Lily. But I did notice that I was losing very, very harshly to warrior. Like I was getting crushed. I lost like 30 matches in a week. So I was like, okay, I need to make some changes. And by some changes, I need to change the deck entirely. So I have played zombies in Edison and in Tango formats, and they didn't feel like great in those formats. And I had never played zombies before in goats, and all I did here was, hey, zombies are bad because you attack with a turtle into spy, and yeah, that's the match basically. And Vampire Lord cannot beat over spy, so that was what I knew about zombies. So before this list, I took some zombies that a friend borrowed to my locals, and I went 5-0 with it. And I did get paired with like 3 or 4 aggressive decks, and they were like essentially free wins. So that switched my thought into, okay, maybe zombies are good, and I was able to actually beat 2 Chaos Turbo. So okay, maybe the Chaos Turbo matchup is not that bad. And yeah, that's how I came into zombies. This list, the original list, is from Title Fight. Shout out to Title Fight. He topped PWCQ, I believe it was like 83 or something like that. And it has all the cards that I love. I love Lydia Silent, I love Lily, and I love Cyberstein. So any deck that has those three, you can count me in for it. I did some changes with the help of Vacuumin. He recommended taking out Vampire Lord because this list had main deck Vampire Lord. And yeah, the main issue with Lord is it's great versus Warrior. However, versus Chaos Turbo is not that great because Stork just comes down and banishes it. And if you run into Spy, it will be sitting. It will be a sitting duck in front of Spy for the rest of the duel. So that's why I decided to, and well, with the help of Vacuuman, to side it out. Also, Trunade was great in the tournament. To be honest, given that you run this last will package, you have like it's like a mid range that can work as an extender or as an OTK enabler. Because let's say you tribute a turtle for actually you play last will. Sorry, this is not a credit format where you can summon off last will after the monster has been sent to the graveyard. But you just play last will, tribute a turtle. You drop the Grand Mark, pop the set, you extend with Gigantes, bring Cyberstein out, and that's OTK, that's GG's. So Trunade was great during the entire tournament. Actually, in round 7 of Swiss, I was paired with Last Turn, and Trunade was great because he had like a very good combo. The guy had a lot of experience with his deck. Like I believe he mentioned like 3 or 4 years, and his way of getting rid of Royal Decree was Trunade and then Mind Crush. So that was a very good combo from him, and he was just like stalling out with Last Warrior. And Trunade did the trick because when he ran out of like negations and he also played like Spell Shield type 8, I just Trunaded and then in his raw face just ring for game the Last Warrior. So yeah, Trunade was huge. I'm also an enjoyer of Creature Sap because it's broken. You can steal a flip, against warrior or any face-up deck, it's essentially a free win because in round 1 and round 2 I got paired with warrior, and essentially they just went set 4 in your end phase royal decree and summon turtle, creature swap your Kaiku, attack into your turtle, and that was essentially GG's because they had no hand, they had 4 death traps, and they were not good enough to draw the out 4 decree. Get good. So yeah. So essentially, also the double Book of Moon was odd to me at first, but it makes a lot of sense because sometimes you do not OTK with Cyber Sign or with Lily, and you end up with like 300 life points or 500 life points. And Book of Moon is a great defense on the Royal Decree, and I have not played yet versus any control deck with this list. However, I'm confident that this double Book of Moon will be great to stop Tear and to stop many of their shenanigans. So you feel very safe with the Royal Decree activated and Book of Moon set next to it. Let's see what else I can say. Rats, actually, recruiters are great in this meta because they stop warrior, given that they just plus by battle over your monsters, and the fact that they cannot plus over a total never in 1,000 years, that's great unless they go for rare lady and it's just one lady in the format. Other than that, brain control is great. On the side, the second brain control, I was not sure about that one. However, during testing in the ladder, I had a person like negate the first brain control, and with the second brain control, I just essentially won the match. So that made a lot of sense versus aggro decks. Usually, I either bring Mobius or Jinsu versus Warrior. They are great. And in round 2 of Swiss in the tournament, I did bring Jinso, and I actually missed lethal there in game 3 because I don't know why my opponent sided in Asura Priest, and he attacked into Rat. I bring out Lily, and in the turn before I had discarded Jinso with Graceful Charity, and I had Premature in hand. So he just set a back row, I Prima for Jinso, and I had Rhoda. So essentially, if I had Rhoda for Goblin Attack Force, that was like 8200 or 8100. And that was game. And instead, I summoned Sangan. So I almost lost that one because of that, of missing lethal. But overall, the deck really performs. I played Born in, I believe it was round 6. And Last Will is just great versus Born because you can just tribute something for walk and trigger the Last Will, bring out Archer, and most of the time they don't expect Archer because usually they just say, okay, this is plain zombies with Book of Life and all of that. And when you go for the Rhoda package, which is like the essential piece that makes you don't lose to Chaos Turbo, they are just surprised. And being able to play Archer during testing and during the tournament, it was great. I actually sided in Archer versus last turn, given that they go so low in life with that bunch of Solemns and Wall of Revealing Light, but I didn't end up using it. I could have game 2, but I didn't want to reveal that info to my opponent. And the rest of the side, I don't like playing without defense. So being able to run Ring of Destruction and Book of Moon, I didn't miss Mirror Force at all. Torrential Tribute was not needed. Mind Control, I never drew it. It was like a last minute inclusion because I went with some friends. And during the testing the night before, they did crush me with Chaos Turbo. So I was like, okay, I need to slam in a Mind Control for the matchup. But I didn't draw it in the entire tournament. And the Chaos Turbo matchup was not that hard. I got paired with 2, round 3 and 4. I beat one and lost to the other one. I did notice that everyone over there cites the Goats Plus meta package. So Book of Moon was great versus that. And yeah, that's the list. It performs great. I love it. I will continue playing it for sure. Maybe if Slim lets me, I will bring it to War League. Spoiler for our opponents.
Slim, you're on notice. Zombies is good. Let him play it.
So yeah, that's it about the deck, the list.
All right. I have a few questions, and I don't think you answered any of them, which is a first.
Okay.
Um, why not play like Cold Wave in the list, I guess? Like I know you have the giant true nade in there. But you already have one Grand Marg, you have the Stein, you have a lot of the cards that are like commonly played in Cold Wave Monarchs. Why not lean into that a little bit more and play like maybe like a second Grand Marg or something like that?
Uh, Granny, let's say that Granny is not my favorite monarch. It's
Okay.
great because it's Earth attribute, but I wouldn't play more than one. And for Cold Wave, I did try one copy in testing, and it didn't feel great because I had to choose like Rhoda or Exile Last Will and go full combo, or Cold Wave and like freeze the duel for a turn, let's say that. But I wasn't convinced. It's like essentially free win versus Reasoning Gate. However, I was not expecting Reasoning Gate at all over there, and I did not get paired with anything like that on the ladder. So I ended up going for Trunade, and Cold Wave is I'm 50-50 with it. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't.
Okay. That makes some sense to me. Um, Next question. What about Book of Life? I know your main deck zombie package is literally just 5 monsters, so maybe it's not, super ideal there. But it is a card, that is just really good against Chaos Turbo. And then if you're ever siding in, Vampire Lord or Spirit Reaper against Warriors or something like that, um, Book of Moon, at least, to me, gets a little bit more value that way. Was that ever a consideration, or do you think your deck is just too far off from supporting that card?
Actually, given the amount of times that I drew a Ryukoki, I hated that card because round four in the tournament, I had Zombie Mirror. The other guy was playing Skill Drain variant with Book of Life and all of that, main deck Vampire Lord. And I had this variant. Game three, I opened both cookies and the Lord. So essentially, my turtles only had another turtle and Spirit Reaper in the deck. So Book of Life would have been great there to like discard them and revive them to actually remove, let's say, their Lord or something like that. But during testing, ratios are not sufficient, I would say. You need like
Okay.
more zombies. I maybe you could side it. I could see like cutting maybe the mind control for a Book of Life and bringing it for, let's say, the Warrior matchup or the Chaos Turbo matchup, depending on how you approach them.
Mhm.
But main deck, I did feel it was too bricky, to be honest. I prefer like the generic rivals with Premature and Call of the Hounded.
Okay. From there, how do you feel about maybe like a more extensive um warrior package? Maybe like um Blade Knight, Donzalug, Sasuke, some amount of that. I know you have, double Rhoda in there. You have like, the necessary warriors here, the Exiled Forest, DD Assailant level 2 that go along with the Gigantes, and just fit the deck very well. But what did you think about maybe I know you'd have to make some cuts in here somewhere. But did you ever consider maybe playing like a more extensive warrior toolbox package?
To be honest, Vacuumin did recommend swapping DDS Valen for either a Sasuke or a Blade Knight. However, I was not convinced with Blade Knight because you can see that the monster lineup is dense and there is like no reliable way of setting my entire hand. So that Blade Knight was never going to be a 2K beater. Most of the time is what just it was going to be just 1600 beater and that gets run over by Suk. And yeah, I was not convinced by it, to be honest. And Sasuke, the same concept. The fact that it gets run over by Tuk, it's not great. So, as you can see in the list, only like uh, Mystic Torments level 2, Exiled Force,
Mhm.
and Granny get run over by Suk. So, that's a great factor here that the deck is quite Suk resistant. And I wanted
Okay.
that to be like a factor of the deck.
Sure. That makes a lot of sense to me. I hate Tsukuyomi as a card. So anytime I can be Suku resistant, I love that. Um Next up, a card that I've been playing a lot more of recently and was not very high on in the past, but it's been so good for me. At least recently, a lot of people are just playing a bunch of good traps and like Royal Decree. How good was this card for you?
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, what I did with against Chaos Turbo opponents is like I don't care about like their jocks. So when they noticed, let's say game one, they saw the decree. Game two, they baited the decree with jocks. So I would like, I don't care. You can resolve your jocks.
Mhm.
They let's say they set two jocks and activate them with me having decree set, and I let that resolve. And I think that was great because they get this sense of confidence, and
Uh-huh.
they after that they set real traps, and then in your end phase, a royal decree. And it wasn't great against Chaos Turbo, I must admit. Most of the time, given that they saw Royal Decree Game 1, they were in Goats and Book of Moon post board.
Yep.
It was great versus Warrior. It was, as I mentioned, round one was a free win with Swap and Decree
Mhm.
because they went set 4 in your end phase Royal Decree. Versus Born, I was a scared game too because I went full last will combo, tribute DDA for Koki, Ring Cyberstein, because I had Decree enabled, and so I was like confident that I was going to win that turn. And the Born player had sided in Book of Moon, so they used Book of Moon on this Master of Oz, and I was really scared because I was like in 2200 life points, so I was essentially dead to Lily, to a rat crash into Lily. Luckily, they did not have it. They only had like a panda, and they attacked into Cyberstun with I believe that panda was 2300. But yeah, Royal Decree was great in most of the matchups. It I was expecting more of it versus the last turn player, but it did not do much because he knew his deck and he had all the outs for it. But in testing and in the tournament, it was I would give it like an 8 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, that's about how I felt about it recently. I've been a big fan. Um, you also mentioned Creature Swap again. That was next on my list. Creature Swap is a card that's gotten a little bit of a bad rap in the competitive scene, at least over like the last couple of years or whatever. People are like not even including it in their control decks anymore sometimes. Um, but I think from my testing with Creature Swap, it fits decks like this perfectly. And I think this is where its actual home should be. Um, like it's good with your recruiters, obviously. It's good with Sangan. It's good, just swapping over a level 2. It's even good at crashing Dueling Book. Um, but yeah, I think creature swap in aggressive decks that can take advantage of it like right away. I think it's very, very powerful. Do you think that this card deserves its spot here and is that powerful?
I would say that you can play one swap, pair three recruiters, and before diving into this list, I did some cooking with tomatoes and angels and some monarchs just to be able to play creatures up because I like the
Okay.
card and it's really powerful. Stealing flips, stealing warrior monsters, stealing kaikus, stealing chaos monsters. It's essentially running three copies of Snatch Steal, and with ring control that makes it four. So yeah, I do believe that swap has a home in this kind of decks because let's say that you have a turtle in the field, you have a turtle in hand, you have back removal, any, let's say you have Decree active, and if you have Last Will in hand and they only have one monster, that's game because you go Last Will, you swap a turtle for their set, you crush turtles, you bring the two Kokis and Lily, and that's 8200. So it's a really good combo enabler. I was actually sad when I learned that last will doesn't apply if your monster is sent from the other side of the field. So
Yeah.
that's like a little downside with last will plus creature sub. However, you can crash recruiters,
Mhm.
and that also triggers last will. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of creature sub. Creature sub was great entire tournament. Against Born, it's another enabler. Like yeah, I will swap my pajama token in attack position for your panda, and thank you very much for the deal. And yeah, that's it gets a little underwhelming against control because if
Mhm.
they chain scapegoat to your swap activation, that's really bad. However, given that you're swapping them a Sangan or a recruiter, either turtle or a rat, you are not losing that much. Also, I believe I have played against Bandit Keith. Not, he's like a known player
Yeah.
with Born and a lot of really good cookings. And he beat me once by swapping me Lily. He had the life points to pay for Lily, but I did not. And he gave me his Lily and he won me. He beat me that way. So
Awesome.
also you can combo with Stein, like you can just bring out Cyber Stein, pay for it, and swap it out. So yeah, there are plenty of combo lines with swap in this kind of decks.
Awesome. Um, Last question. I know this is a goat format video. Um, I played in Tengu format back in the day whenever it was current. I don't remember zombies. What does a Tengu zombie deck look like? Like what are we playing in that?
It looks like let's say like a synchro plant deck,
Mhm.
except that you swap a lot of things out and just slam in some zombies. Let's say I was playing the three tangos, I was playing one or two Kaius. I believe that list did not use Book of Life. It used the one turtle. It used one zombie master. It used plague. It used two goblin zombies. There were lists with three. So the deck is more about just searching for it, but I hated that. Whenever I set Goblin Zombie, they just drop Thunder King Ryo and
Mm.
negate my Goblin Zombie search. So it was underwhelming and it loses hard to agents. So I ended up switching to pure
Okay.
Tinker Plant. So yeah, zombies are not that favored in Tengu at least.
Okay. I love me some Thunder King Ryo. But yeah, well, okay. One more question. Sorry. I didn't have this written down, but I did want to ask it. Would you, after playing through a full tournament, obviously you did very well. Um, but do you see any changes that you would make to the deck after all of that?
In terms of changes, I could say that Mobius and Jinso are redundant. You could pick one or the other.
Okay.
I did not play against any control, which is the sole reason of the panda here in the side. I believe I did not mention that in the profile.
Sure.
But the idea was to like exile, last will exile, pop the tear, and bring out panda and start piercing through those tokens. It has never happened to me honest, but I do trust in the panda, so I
Sure.
wouldn't cut it. Smashing Ground is a great out to King Tiger because they will bring out King Tiger. Uh, MST, I would not cut it at all. I would keep MST because that's your out to level limit area B against
Uh-huh.
Burn. And finally, I would cut maybe the Mirror Force and Mind Control for perhaps a Book of Life
Okay.
and a Threatening Roar because, or a Jaugen because my loss in top 8 was against Horus RGT. And it's a really weird matchup because most
Yeah.
of the time you want turtles to be attacked and you want to bring out Koki, but against Horus you don't want turtles to be attacked at all because
Right.
once level 8 is on the field, it's over. Given them a lot of spells that this deck plays, and that's what happened because in top 8 I swapped out a turtle for he was also playing Arbnargle level 5,
Okay.
and I had like a pretty good field with Gigantes, Koki, and level 5, and he just Prema level 6 attacked over Gigantes, and the Heavy Storm did not blow up the level 6, and
Right.
then level 8 came down, and I had like 4 spells in hand, so yeah, it was game over.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be a little rough. Like you've got the DD assailants. Lily can attack, I guess, and tribe and ring, but that's about it unless you have the life points for Stein. So yeah, I guess Horus could be quite a problem.
Maybe Horse is the zombie solution.
Yeah. The new triangle format is Chaos Turbo, Zombies, and Horus. You heard it here first. That's all I've got about the deck. Did you have anything else you wanted to say before we jump out here on the ladder for a match?
I believe I already mentioned, but yeah, shout out to Vacuuman. His advice was great for the deck and to Title Fight. I took the list from him and made some changes, but yeah, very happy with the list.
Fantastic. All right, let's get out onto the ladder and let's destroy some people. Like it's freaking beast.
He might be on chaos control.
Maybe. Um, I know my randomizer says rock. What? How do you want to pick rock paper scissors here?
I usually just pick what I feel like at the moment. So yeah, let's go with rock.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Should have gone with paper gang. We would have at least been safe for a little bit.
Yep.
Delicious.
Okay.
You wanted
This is a
us to
good
get
hand.
duoed turn one, just so everybody's aware. The guest on the channel wants me to get duoed turn one.
Let's play. Oh yes. Now
I
no
guess this counts
kitties
too.
to protect the hand.
Duo? No, okay. You're not getting your wish
That
this time.
that's a shoot and a goat.
Probably. So this creature swap is not the best here if we are expecting goats. It's not a shoot, but I kind of don't want a heavy storm here. I kind of want to just lead on duo, right?
Yeah, I think I would lead with duo. That's probably goat and a jog, if not shoot.
Oh, there's the jog.
There's a jog.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to heavy storm here. Um,
That
yep.
makes me think he has a chaos mon in hand.
Oh,
Oh,
they did
he
the
used the
random.
command.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. I was gonna like see if they wanted to shuffle, since I would know like which card they drew, so it wasn't technically random. But this works for me. Solemn Judgment and Raigeki Break. I'm fine with both of those going away.
Okay.
I
Now
guess
we know he
it's
has like a chaos mon in hand, something like that.
yeah, it's just Slam Turtle here, right? Or did we wait?
Yep.
Okay.
Go, my turtle.
Where do you land on the turtle lore? Do you think it's a small turtle with a small pyramid, or is the turtle just huge and the size of a pyramid?
I believe it's huge and the size of a pyramid.
I think I agree.
There is a shoot.
Oh,
No shoot.
and do we think that's
Now
scapegoat now? Because this.
he should have scapegoat. Yeah.
So do we want to exile force this face down monster?
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Mask of Darkness.
Mask of Darkness.
Okay, do we?
Okay, so,
I feel like we just attack, right, and still hold the heavy.
yep.
Yeah, just
That's
hold.
like a time seal and maybe a solemn judgment.
Could be. I guess we could pick our spot and like. Nah, we're gonna
Oh
get
no,
knocked.
he has the knock.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we're not really under any pressure here, so we've got
Yeah, no hurry.
tons of monsters in the deck.
Did the assailant come to us? Oh, okay.
I
Just a turn
mean,
late.
we've got a heavy and a giant true nade and a last will now, so like, I mean, we could set up for a kill pretty easily if we get the right stuff here.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Not terrible. Unfortunately, there's no panda in the main deck.
Yeah. Right now, I don't think he has goats back there. That's like a time seal, something like that. Oh,
Yeah, it may
that's a
not
good
be
one.
goats. Yeah, Graceful Charity definitely good. Just slam that on down. So we can get ourselves into here.
Raincon. Oh,
I mean, Cyberstein Breaker's not bad.
okay.
What do we creature swap? Get out of here.
I'm biased. I want to drop Braincon, given that we have Snatch,
That's fair.
and swap good combo with
Uh-huh.
Mine for a kill cut.
I guess we
I would
could get rid of
actually,
Breaker, right?
or
Maybe?
Last Will, perhaps.
Or Last Will. Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. I like that. Do we just want to flip Decree? Summon Breaker, break something, and attack with Breaker, and then maybe set up for a kill with Cyberstein on the next turn?
Yeah, I think that's the way.
Okay. Maybe we pull out a Solemn Judgment here. Oh, Wing Blast.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, it gets the mask back. That's not that big of a deal. Do we want a heavy? I mean, if there's
Yeah,
a
let's bait out the solemn judgment.
yeah, I mean, if there's a
If he
scapegoat,
solemns,
there's a
he's dead.
scapegoat. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
I love heavy into giant Trunade. It just always wins. No
Okay.
scapegoat. Let's go. All right.
GG's.
What's the funniest thing we can summon with Cyberstein here?
We could go
Oh,
with he didn't give
unfortunate.
us a chance.
What were we gonna summon though?
I was thinking maybe Saint Joan, something like that, or Black
Okay.
Skull Dragon.
All right. Shout out to Petty. Petty loves St. John.
That's like
Uh do we still
the
think it's
top
control?
flexing you could do. I don't think he's on control. This is like mask control, but not with scapegoat. So yeah, I would bring in the third royal decree. I would cut both Book of Moon.
Okay. I assume we want Jinzo in.
Yeah, that could make sense.
And do
Actually, I would
we
cut Granny for Jinzo.
okay. So do we want the mind control in?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's try that.
Anything else? I don't think we need the MST with decrees, Trunade, and heavy. But
Oh, I think you cited out Cyberstein instead of Granny.
oh,
Sorry.
whoa. Yeah, let's not make that mistake. Thank you.
I would like a good hand right now, and this is decent.
Yeah, we have monsters this time. There's Thunder Dragon. We did beat turn 1 Thunder Dragon Graceful Charity. That feels pretty nice.
And no Graceful Charity this time, so that's great.
Oh, Snatch?
Now, that should... He should be using shit right now.
Yeah, well, Dueling Book's lagging, so we'll see. Okay. No shoot, it appears.
Good.
Do we just throw down Breaker and hope to not hit a chainable?
I would
Or
prefer
Assailant?
slamming the assailant.
Yeah. Or I guess if it dies, that's fine. We have Gigantes, right? Oh,
Okay, we can go for Gigantes now.
yeah. I imagine there's like this isn't better than a TT here. Or it's at least
That has to
probably
be...
not sort of protection, because you wouldn't just slam TT on DD Assailant if you had like a Saku or something, right?
Yep, that has to be like a jog or a time seal, something like that.
Yeah.
Usual card you play with mask.
Snatch, that's fine.
No Tsuk. One time.
No Suk.
Oh.
Oh, baby. Oh.
Oh, this is awesome.
Do I just need to start asking my opponents to duo me, and that means I'll just draw incredibly well and win all the time?
Looks like.
All right. Next time I'm at a GGP, I'm just going to sit down and tell my opponent, look them in the eye, duo me right now. This is awesome.
This is insane.
Just get rid of knock, right?
Yeah, I believe knock is the way, and maybe I'm not quite sure because
I think
Koki is the only wheel trigger right now. So,
but I guess like we are gonna just use Breaker this turn, so maybe we don't need Koki, and we're gonna see 2 more cards.
oh yeah, let's discard Koki then.
I do like the idea of keeping it in hand with the last will though, but 2 more cards.
Please be a Trune. Oh, okay.
That's not bad. So I think we're just gonna Breaker, break the Snatch, Steal, attack, set decree.
Yeah, I think that's the way.
And probably just I mean, this is gonna need to be something good here. Okay.
Yeah, that can't be Mirror Force. No one in their right mind would turn 1 set Mirror Force and TT.
Right. I don't think it's Mirror Force. I don't think it's Saku either. I don't know what that is. Like you said, I guess it could be Time Seal, right?
Yep, that's Time Seal, or it could even be Phoenix Wing.
Uh, I feel like maybe they would have wing blasted the breaker. I know that's not ideal, but maybe not. It could still
Roset
be.
Storm?
Oh, suit. All right. Could be Storm. This is all perfectly fine. No other play.
Monster?
That's a
Okay.
monster.
And that's game.
Yeah, sure is. I don't even have to flip up the decree first. I don't believe, because Solemn still wins the game for me. I guess, like, yeah, I don't think any of this matters. Summon Rat.
Want to activate your second turn so we can make a judge call?
Oh, Threatening
Oh,
Roar. No, thank you. Hey, get that out of here.
goodbye.
um, did they see Last Will game 1 at all? Like, I think we discarded it, right?
Yeah, I believe we discarded last will.
So maybe given my reputation, maybe maybe thinks we're on cat here, some form of cat.
The cat? That actually sounds good.
Could be. I don't. I guess could just you see Last Will, you think OTK deck usually, right? You don't
Yep,
think it's
absolutely.
more of just like a feature of the deck, kind of how it is here. So I don't hate bringing in the Threatening Roar, but
Yeah, you chain Roar to Tornade, and essentially that's very bad for the OTK player.
yeah, for sure. Unfortunately for the opponent, though, Royal Decree just takes care of that. And I mean, this was an absolute blowout. I know we drew well, right? We drew the Graceful
Yeah.
Charity, the Pot of Greed. These hands were just good. Um and lined up well, but I think it shows off a little bit of the power of the deck. We did like literally 0 zombie things. I guess we attacked with Pyramid Turtle.
Yeah.
But I do think the zombie decks, the good zombie decks in Go format are not just like solely zombies. They're going to like have a zombie package that goes along with other cards like Giant Rat, like Gigantes, and a warrior package and stuff like that. So I think it shows off, how the deck can be good against a whole lot of things while still being quite powerful and quite consistent. So I'm
I agree. And I also think that the deeper you go into like the zombie stuff with, let's say, Call of the Mummy, this big guy that special summons when you discard it with by a card effect,
yep.
that's when it gets worse against Chaos Turbo.
Yes.
But yeah, you always need to like pair zombies with another package.
Yep. I agree with that. But I am happy that a lot of people, including yourself, have been having a lot more success with the zombie decks recently. Um, Pyramid Turtle is just too good to not see play. Book of Life is too good to not see play. Even Vampire Lord, honestly, um, is a very underrated threat against like the super grindy decks like Warriors. Um, so I think this deck is potentially on the rise to actually be a meta contender. I don't think it's going to be on the level of Chaos Turbo or something like that, but I do think it very well could have a place in the meta, and I am super excited for duelists like you to keep working on it and bring that to fruition. But I think that is going to be it for us in this video. Once again, congratulations on your top at the GGP. Did you have anything else to say before we sign off here?
I think, well, thank you very much for having me on the channel. It was a great honor being here on the channel. And yeah, zombies to the top. I really hope that zombies keep surprising people because, as you mentioned, they are the warrior solution. So, time to keep it up.
Indeed. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming on. Super happy to have you on here. But that is going to be our video. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the next one.